fools. Got that fire inside, we're rising up to shine. This is our time, yeah, we're feeling so divine. Oh, we're thriving, we're vibrant, bold and free. Women owning midlife, just you wait and see. Dance through the changes with a heart so strong. This is our anthem, come and sing along.
Welcome back to Not Your Mother's Midlife. I'm your host, Johanna, and I'm thrilled that you're joining me for episode number 2. If you missed last week, we explored the hormone journey from puberty to menopause. This is going to be a quicker show as I have a link to a more in-depth information attached below. But today we're talking about perimenopause, that sneaky, unpredictable phase that catches so many of us by surprise. So, what is perimenopause? It's the transition leading up to menopause, when your periods haven't quite stopped yet, but things start to shift. For most women, it kicks in during their 40s. Sometimes it can be as early as your late 30s, or it could be in your 50s. Like me, I'm 54, and I can feel it knocking. Your ovaries begin to slow down. Ovulation gets sporadic, and your hormones, estrogen and progesterone, start acting like they're on a roller coaster. Estrogen spikes one day, dips the next. Progesterone only shows up if you ovulate. This phase can last a couple of years or stretch as long as a decade. A decade! That blew my mind. Growing up, did anyone explain this to you? I heard whispers about menopause, but perimenopause? Never heard that word until recently. So what does it feel like? Your period gets unpredictable, shorter, lighter, or sometimes just a tease before fizzling out. Your tampon stash starts piling up. Then out of nowhere, you might get a heavy flow that lasts longer, sometimes with clots requiring both pads and tampons. It's like a murder scene. If you know, you know. I've had a friend rushed to the ER convinced that something was wrong with her. Others go months without a period, thinking it's over, only for it to return. Then there are hot flashes, sudden heat waves that make you want to strip down in the middle of a store. I've got a funny story. I was in the car with a really good friend and we're driving during a snowstorm. All of a sudden, she starts peeling off layers of clothes, windows down, sweating, while I'm freezing, snow's coming in the window. I've never seen anything like it. That was my first experience seeing somebody have a hot flash. Night sweats are another gem. Waking up at 3 a.m. soaked to the bone. And if the sweats don't wake you up, then it's the crazy random thoughts buzzing in your mind, keeping you up in the early hours. Brain fog, you're mid-sentence, and your mind just goes blank. Mood swings, it's another one. 1 minute you're fine, and the next you're crying, or you're just snapping over nothing. It's like puberty in reverse. There can also be strange injuries starting to appear out of nowhere, like frozen shoulder. But perimenopause isn't just a checklist of symptoms. It's your body signaling a transition. And it's not all bad. It's a chance to tune in and take charge. Let's break down what's happening hormonally. Estrogen does more than regulate your cycle. It keeps your bones strong, your skin smooth, and your heart healthy. When it fluctuates, you might notice weight creeping on, especially around the midsection. Progesterone, the calming hormone, drops if you're not ovulating, which can make you feel anxious. You suddenly start experiencing panic attacks or depression for the first time in your life. And testosterone, it's still there, but lower levels may sap your energy or dampen your libido. So how can you support your body through this? Well, I got curious about my hormone levels after binging a few women's health podcasts. I asked my GP and I also asked my gynecologist about blood work, and they both said the same thing. It's not routine unless you have symptoms or the symptoms are severe. That just didn't sit right with me. This seemed crazy. Why would you not want to know what's happening in your body now so you can track it as you change later? So through podcasts, I found MIDI Health. It's a telehealth clinic focused on perimenopause and menopause. They offer personalized treatment plans. I'm just gonna read this off their website. It's easier. Virtual consultations and insurance-covered services, including hormone replacement therapy and lifestyle coaching. I'll link them in the show notes. Signing up was really simple. I filled out a quick questionnaire. I booked a virtual appointment. I then prepped a list of questions that I wanted to ask her. I had a great conversation with the provider. It was 45-minute conversation. It was so relaxing. And to be honest, it was like more relaxing than going and asking these questions to my gyno or my GP. She sent a blood test order to my local Quest Diagnostics. And so then I went there, got a blood test, and after getting my results, we had a follow-up and decided to try some topical hormones. The prescriptions went straight to my pharmacy, like they would if I went to my GP. I'll share how it's going in a future episode, and I'll also explain why I decided that I wanted to try some topical hormones. If you want to dive deeper into hormone replacement therapy, I'll link some great podcast episodes I've listened to in the show notes. Next week, we'll explore what menopause really is and how to know when you are finally there. Thanks for tuning in. If you love this episode, please share it with a friend who you think would love it too. Let me know your thoughts or ideas for future episodes. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to the podcast and my YouTube channel and check the show notes for all the links I talked about. Until next week, I'm Johanna, and this is Not Your Mother's Midlife.